Welcome to a brief introduction to the Online Preceptor Education Program, or the PEP, for health professionals and students. Each year at Western University, over 1,000 of our students from the disciplines of nursing, occupational therapy, physical therapy, audiology, and speech-language pathology, among others, head out on placements in the field where they experience opportunities to learn and be mentored by practicing professionals. On average, each of these students participate in 4 full-time fieldwork placements of 4 to 8 weeks in duration throughout their education at Western. The university relies on the goodwill and expertise of professional practitioners to assist in the education of Western students in preparation for their futures as health and social care practitioners. In the past, education to prepare practitioners in the field to serve as teachers has proven to be a challenge. It is difficult for busy practitioners to come to the university to take part in voluntary preparatory education for their roles, and it is impossible and inefficient for fieldwork coordinators from Western to meet with the thousands of preceptors to offer education at their individual sites. Further, our team recognized that much of the educational material required to prepare students to participate in fieldwork placements is transdisciplinary. We wondered if there was a better way to develop this material so that it could be used across disciplines and with more flexibility than the traditional classroom venue allowed. The Preceptor Education Program responds to this challenge by making 9 online open-access education modules readily available and accessible to both preceptors and students. The modules have been intentionally designed to respond to the learning needs of both groups. The modules offer essential preparatory education that supports the success of both students and preceptors as they work together, and are useful to negotiate and clarify consistent expectations between students and preceptors during fieldwork placements. The first edition of the modules was at the forefront of online learning and was launched in 2007 with grant support from the Interprofessional Mentoring, Preceptorship, Leadership, and Coaching, the IMPLC Fund, Ontario Ministry of Health and Long-Term Care. The second edition was launched in 2016 and involved a complete redesign of the program with funding from the Ministry of Training, colleges, and universities through an e-campus initiative. For the second edition of the program, technological innovations were updated, the navigation system was overhauled, a new OWL learning platform was introduced, and over 100 new e-learning objects were embedded within the program. For instance, each of the modules begins with an animated video, which presents the learning objectives of the module, and a number of animated videos also offer other useful tips for learners and preceptors. The program also involves learning objects such as animated drawings, voiceover presentation, video case studies that were developed with students from the Faculty of Information and Media Studies at Western, interactive quizzes that test users' knowledge of the material, interactive learning games that make learning more interesting, drag-and-drop learning activities which are more interactive than text-based learning activities, various activities that provide opportunity for self-assessment of one's knowledge, and each module offers opportunities for learners to reflect on their learning. The impact and uptake of the online modules has surpassed our expectations and imagination, with over 35,000 people using the modules since their inception and over 10,000 in the first 20 months since the relaunch. The program is open access to be maximally available to potential preceptors. Uptake has been well beyond our initial target audiences to include health and social care professionals from 32 disciplines and users from over 20 countries around the world. Thank you for taking time to learn about the Preceptor Education Program. The program has revolutionized the way we educate students at Western as well as our practitioner partners in the field and contributed to educational innovation and excellence at Western and in the broader health professions educational community.